experience which he very badly needed for the Premier Division, then discover that Jimmy Nicholl, the club captain, is going to be out with a pelvic injury for the next 6 months. Almost as cruel a blow as that scoreline on Tuesday night. And there is a man, Ian Westwater, who let 5 goals in with absolutely no chance of saving them, I must say. And he's a very brave man. He'll be playing today with a sliver of bone loose in his hand and causing him pain, but he's really determined to carry on, so he deserves footballing equivalent of the DFC with wings. Not the most surprising news of the day. Rangers are unchanged from Tuesday night, where they played some of the best football they've had all season. And there's little doubt that the reintroduction of Richard Gough back after injury meant an immense amount to the side. I don't want to denigrate any of his colleagues, but suddenly Rangers looked as if they had a defence again. Brian McKinlay, one of the most uncompromising referees in the country, and in the current mood of these players this afternoon, don't appreciate what might go on in this man's head, then they may live to regret it. Dunfermline starting the match on an absolutely perfect afternoon for football. I certainly don't imagine the home side are going to be easy touches today. In fact, with a marvellous reception from the supporters and penetration like this, we're going to see something of fighting spirit as exemplified by that early attack, only seconds gone of the game. Doug Rigby. He will get distance with this. Rigby, that's a very good ball, and Georgia Boyle. Side-footed from the big ex-Aberdonian, ex-Chelsea half-boots will travel Rigby. Johnson, neatest of touches, McCoist. Very good interception there by McCarthy. Laurie McCarthy very fast in the recovery. Dunfermline looking straight into the sun. Trevor Stephen dropped to the line very well there. Nice little turn, and Rangers coming back strongly at Dunfermline. Lovely touch by McCoist. Stevens on the break. Did well to get that over, and clearly seen by Ian Westwater. Good combination between the two ex-Everton players there. Rantieni, longish but wasting.
Attention please. In the interest of safety,
off the back of McCoist.
Passageway is clear. Thank you.
Richard Gough at the back. There's Munro. Johnston. Dunfermline playing coolly. Over that matter is Trevor Stephen. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. McCoist. He's going to go for the shot. Beautiful. Oh, yes. McCoist at his very best. And the embrace is a genuine one. Look at that. He could have laid it off. Saw that players were covered. Took the central defender on. And the striker cannot do better than that. 10 out of 10. 12 minutes of the game gone, and Dunfermline find themselves behind again. A game that seemed to be stagnating, and that little touch of class converts it into something of a different kind of game. Robertson. Boyle, Paul Smith, And Dunfermline really making no headway against this Rangers defence. Although the Dunfermline supporters still staying behind the team. No lack of vocal support, and I think they want a corner kick, they do. Should be the in-swinger, and is... and that's whipped away, but it's over the line. Was Jack, the equaliser. That looked to be in the hands of the keeper, but Ross Jack did get the touch. It went over the line, and the Rangers goalkeeper is in trouble here. He's down in pain. That was hooked away, but was judged to be over the line. And the referee is going to have words with Terry Butcher, who went down the whole length of his half to complain to the referee, but more worrying for Rangers is the goalmouth and the sight of Chris Woods being attended, and it may well be that that shoulder or that injury that he previously had has recurred. This could really be a very bad blow to the Ivers club. Well, this is what caused the problem. You can see that Chris Woods goes up, apparently has his hands on the ball. It was knocked over, and although it was whipped away, the referee judged it was over the line, and Woods, well, is he going to recover? Well, that's a grand retaliation by Dunfermline 4 minutes after that Rangers goal. That's the way to play this game. Come back quickly. Chases on. Well, the linesman indicates a goal kick for that. By Jack, done by Kozma. Oh, that's a free kick. Very, very slow tackle there, total mistiming. And at the moment, Rangers midfield has disappeared again. Down it goes in a chance for George O'Boyle, and that's a great tackle by Richard Goff. Stephen and Stevens almost missed it between them, and Kozma almost finishes it off. There's the tackle by Goff that meant so much. Watch Kozma coming up, number 11. You can see he tried to deftly chip it away to the far corner. Testing out Stevens on another free kick. Indeed. I think the referee's going to have a heart-to-heart with him. Taken by Raymond Sharp. Big men are up there. Oh! Well, Smith had his opportunity. Down it broke to him. Cluster of players there, breaking well for Dunfermline, and I really think Smith ought to have done better than that. Rowe and pushed. A brilliant ball to McCoist. Good goalkeeping though. Johnson wasn't very far away, and Westwater, minus his cap at long last, with the sun having gone in, showed some courage and very good timing indeed Watch the presence of Johnson there, for example. Might have put the goalkeeper off, but didn't. Coyes couldn't get there. There looked to be a jump on top of McCoy's. Jack, good penetration, and Trevor Stephen in that defensive role reads again very well. Stephen, I say, very good penetration by Ross Jack, but we're aware with the Dunfermline players in the middle. There was certainly somebody rimming sharp coming from the left. That wasn't a bad ball at all, and once again, Ross Jack was hovering. Stephen, Ferguson, very slack with that ball again, and Rugby playing solidly for Dunfermline. Again, being pushed, free kick. Wilkins, Johnston, hit it up well. Walters, that's a corner. For the near post back header, just touched away. Dunfermline really under pressure. Ferguson, Wilkins, there's Johnston getting well underneath it though, not rising up and down on it as he should. Ferguson with the cross here. Johnson finding a bit of freedom. He's had very little of that this afternoon. Good play by Boyle. In fact, great play. Through goes Kozma. Superb play by George O'Boyle. Really doing all the heavy work and laying it off well. Big Hungarian couldn't quite finish it off. Coyes trying to get in there now. Ferguson has had a disappointing afternoon. Johnson, Stephen to Wilkins. And it goes, lovely little touches there, and a free kick to Rangers, right on the edge of the box for that challenge. Watch Johnson now, and he's pushed back there by Grant Tierney. Ooh, it's just past the Walters. That nonchalant style of his. Look at the way he just dabbed at it, inches away. There goes a half-time whistle. And with a mighty clearance there by Teddy Butcher. Very interesting game indeed. Well, we started the game off as if Rangers would wipe Dunfermline off the face of the earth again with that superb individual goal by Ellie McCoy. I mean, if a manager asks a striker to go out and score for him, there is the perfect answer. Everything done absolutely correctly. And then that quick riposte by Dunfermline with Chris Woods challenged and injured eventually, but Ross Jack getting it over despite the ball being whipped away. It was over the line. And so Dunfermline fighting back hard, and I think gives us the real expectations of a very exciting second half. Dunfermline spent £250,000 in the reconstruction of that terracing, and there is the huge Rangers aboard wondering if their team can recreate some of the action of last Tuesday night in a game that is totally different. Off we go into the second half, and I think one of the most interesting features of the first was the way that Dunfermline came to terms with Rangers midfield. Started to work very hard against them, harass them, not let them settle, and with Ferguson and Wilkins, both very fine touch players, excellent passes of the ball, they didn't seem to get the kind of possession they needed, and hence they disappeared. And that makes it a very level game at this moment in time, even though Rangers have had a lot more possession going towards goal. Richard Goff at the back. Very coolly. Rangers trying to play football all the time. Yes, I think Rangers get a free kick for that challenge. Neatly cleared. Monroe, the up and under, feels the handling, but that was accidental. Kozma, good tackle by Monroe that time. Well, Dunfermline have really competed with Rangers today. Good by McCarthy. Well, I think that may have been going past, but Chris Woods decided to go for it nevertheless. Interesting to see from this angle. That's George O'Boyle, one of the best Dunfermline players. Yeah, I think it might have gone the wrong side of the post, but the Rangers goalkeeper making sure. Kozma with the corner kick. Oh, there's Jack. He wasn't covered. And really, I think he was rather surprised by that. Look at it. He just let it hit his head. Not any great conviction about that. Still in play, and Johnson was being held back there, trying to make the break, and Norrie McCarthy, who's been in a few tussles with him, had to wrestle him again. Free kick. Walters threatened to take a short one. That looks like the goalkeeper's ball again. Here's Ali McCoist. Oh, right off balance that time. That was a real chance. That was a header from Butcher, and he wasted no time, McCoy. It's a difficult ball for him to take. Couldn't quite get it. It is a goalkeeper's ball. He didn't come out and go. Here goes Walters. Rafferty comes back. Into Ferguson. Really caught in midfield. And the free kick. Ferguson holding back. Raymond Sharp. Stuart Monroe. Goal kick. Referee saying he tumbled himself. To Trevor Stephen. Johnston. Stephen. And to McCoist. Well, I think McCoist did the right thing there. He tried to wrong foot the defence. Just hit it too strongly. Good play by Johnson to Stephen. And watch the way McCoist trying to go the other direction. On to Wilkins. Here's Walters. Not far away. Little jink inside. Good control by him, but rising just too much. Butcher, very good leap in the air. Barningham, free kick, and is very, very untidy. Free kick to Dunfermline. Barningham. Chest for Woods, again he doesn't come out, just touches it away. Quite obviously Chris Woods has not recovered from that knock in the first half. I think he's been very tentative. Made a brave effort there. Butcher, and that is a throw to Dunfermline. I make it 5 minutes left. Wilkins, straight to Rafferty. Nice little dab in. It's just over a Barningham, but the goal gaping at him. And the winning of the game, I can assure you. I don't think Rangers would have come back at this stage. Lovely little 1-2, and what a terrible miss. Trevor Stephen flattened. Free kick. Rugby the culprit. Butcher's there. Johnson inside. Trevor Stephen couldn't get to grips with it. Ball there by Richard Gough. Butcher doing all the right things, beautifully laid back by Johnson and Stephen. On the ball, wrong-footed him. Butcher just away with that. Wilkins. And I think the linesman judging a free kick there. Walters. Johnston, and there goes the full-time whistle. One each. A courageous performance by Dunfermline, who must have been very depressed with the prospect of going into this game. The fans stood by them. They stood up to Rangers. Rangers, in fact, could well have been beaten in this game, apart from anything else. And so, a point, and a very deserved point, to Dunfermline on a day that is a vindication, if you like, of this club. They could have been knocked flat on their backs and not got up again. Well, they have, and they seem now to have the spirit and the resilience to stay.
They've lost just one league